So what? I like the movie Dhurandhar. Hello there, namaste. So I finally got around to watching Dhurandhar. I will not make the mistake again, and I will actually see it in cinemas this time around. At least for the sequel, hopefully. I cross my fingers. So honestly, it is hard to believe that this stuff actually happened, but it's based off true events. I'm pretty sure they took some liberties here, but it is absolutely phenomenal. It's basically KGF meets Godfather, and I absolutely love it. Basically, KGF because he wants the throne. He wants to sit at the pinnacle, and it's the Godfather for how it basically does some of its executions, and it's basically a mafia film. That's nothing but Godfathers and Godfathers and Godfathers trying to go. You have the terrorist organization. You have the politics that are criminals. You have the actual mafia. You have so many different dynamics here, and it is so well executed. I'm just going to say my favorite scene was where they were first going out and basically killing off one of the mob leaders right in the beginning. The crippled man, his actual father, absolutely phenomenally done. The pacing in this film is so well executed. The cinematography, everything is great because the moment I saw the trailer, and that trailer was, oh my gosh, incredibly impactful, incredibly disturbing stuff that actually happened, and you know that they did far worse and they weren't able to include it all because reality is stranger than fiction, so they can only include a tiny proportion of it in order to show people a hint of what it was like if you were captured. But that scene is a huge change in the film because without that scene, it would be harder for us to justify what he is doing because the second after that happens, what does he do? He removes a person's finger, finding out the information. And then the next time something else happens when there's another terror attack and he realized he had a part to play in it, it gets far worse. He's just like, you know what? We need to remove all these people. And I gotta say, I respect that mindset. The only problems I had with was really the aura farming. I didn't really know that was even a thing. Everyone kept saying aura farming, aura farming, aura farming. And I'm like, what the heck is it? And then I'm watching, I'm like, they were saying it in the chat as I was watching. I'm just like, I guess that makes sense. It's just to show how cool they are. Like the first one in the club was probably the worst one. Because the film was so quick up until that point, but that's like the end of the first act, and it slows down at that point, right after the club scene. And with how many nuggets are in this film seeded, because I was surprised. I don't know why. I was thinking this film was taking place in like the 1960s. 1970s. I was not thinking the 2000s. I was not. Even when I saw the trailer, my mind wasn't there because the second they put the dates there, I'm like, oh my gosh. And you start finding out all this information. And it's fascinating because it's like throughout India's history, India has been betrayed by India consistently. There were the sultans or like the leaders or the market runners who would sell to the British in order to actually make a profit. So they'd end up rich as the people turned into slaves. And that continued on through the policies, through the politics, and you find that out just like, oh, this is done because these people did this. This is done because these people did this. Absolutely phenomenal because it's like you get angry, you get upset, you want to see them torn down. You want to put real people who want to put your nation first in charge. And I absolutely loved it because you see the politician in the back just seething in anger that he knows that there are traitors in their midst and they can do nothing. He's absolutely furious at the fact that this stuff continues to happen in his home and his people are dying because some people in politics just want to keep getting richer. Phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. You get that creepy CIA agent with the green blue eyes. He's literally there because he's a complete psychopath. And who knows, maybe the US just wanted some kind of foothold there because you keep I know the mindset of like keeping disabled governments in certain places can keep the US strong because the US doesn't have a disabled government where it's teeter-tottering. Kind of is at this point, but this film is phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. I don't know, because I kept seeing people like complaining about it. The only thing that was weird was the 20-something-year-old, I think she was 19 at the time of shooting, and the 40-year-old actor. That's just weird, but you have to get in the mind that, well, the actor was playing like a late 20s, early 30s. And, well, I guess the girl was just playing a 20-year-old. And that's the thing. I need to start highly recommending this film to people because the KGF is one of those films that came out of nowhere for me and was just so well done. I love the interrogation aspect of it. I loved how we found out what was going on. This one has somewhat the same vibe, I would say, with the CIA operative, or I'm saying CIA operative. He's not a CIA operative. He's not a raw operative. He's just he's just sitting in the back. Amazing actor. See him in everything now. Great actor, but he's like collecting all the pieces. He's figuring everything out, and he's like laying the groundwork for what's going to happen. He's the one that wants to execute the Dhurandhar. He wants to get that done, which makes sense because all the other nations have spies out in other nations. Why couldn't India? And then you have the person who's literally there just trying to get to the throne, which is why it's KGF, and then the Godfather aspect, because you're dealing with a mafia boss who's wanting to be the mafia boss of all mafia bosses, wanting to clean house and make sure the family is pure. Oh my gosh, freaking love this film. And on top of that, you have it based off true events. Every single time they brought up something throughout history that happened in India, I was just like, oh my gosh, I saw that movie, which was like the other story of what happened here. Oh my gosh, I saw that, which had to do with this that happened here. Oh my gosh, I saw that, which had to do with that. Absolutely phenomenal. I absolutely recommend this film. Absolutely worth watching. The spy and intrigue and drama and everything that goes into it is absolutely amazing. The only thing I was annoyed with was most of the aura farming. That's just like, okay, no point here, but whatever. You do you. I'm enjoying this film. Thank you all for watching. Talk to you next time. Toodles.
You guys got a video?
And don't forget to like and subscribe.
Wait, wait like that.